Okay, I'm here to unbox the Lumsing power bank. It's 10,000 amp hours. But I want to talk to you about the voltage and why I would get something like this when I already had this Motorola little one, cute little one, except this thing is not, the Motorola one is not at all powerful enough to power my Samsung Moto Z. Right, so the Moto Z comes with this turbo power adapter, which has 15 watts. So it's basically, I know you can't read this, even I had a tough time reading it, but it's basically 5 volts at 3 amps that makes it 15 watts of power that it needs to turbocharge my Moto Z. So this one, on the other hand, is 5 volts at 4.2 amp max, so it's about 20 watts of output power, which could easily be used to charge my Moto Z. So I would need something like this. I tried a lot of the other, even chargers. A lot of the other chargers that are out there are 5 volts, right? Output is 5 volts, but their amps is like 1.5 amps at best. You know, this one is 0.5 amps, so it's not even, doesn't even come close to charging it. It'll take forever. But this one is 4.2 amps. So this is very good for charging your iPhone 7, your iPhone, even your iPhone 6, iPhone 6s, as well as my Motorola Z. If I could ever remove this. I got this from Amazon, by the way, so I'll post a link for it. And it's kind of on the heavy side. If I weight-wise, where's my weight-wise? It's kind of heavy. And I think, oh, that's because it has a charger. Yeah, so it's definitely bigger, but it's very nice looking. And let's see, so it has an output. You can actually, I'm sorry. So it's a total combined of 4. So total combined of 5.2 amps. So if you want, you can charge it all at the same time. But out of one, you're going to get 5 times 2. You're going to get 10, little over 10 watts of charging. Actually, it does say one of them is 4.2, and I'm trying to figure out which one would be 4.2. It's kind of misleading. Output is 5 volts of 4.2. So you could have either 2 of these on at any given time, I guess. So if I'm charging my phone, the maximum I would get is 10 watts. Meanwhile, the turbocharger that came with my Moto Z is 15 watts. So it's not as powerful as this, but it is much more powerful than this and probably anything else that I've used, including other plug-in wall charger. So I guess this would be input power and output, and this would be the power. I guess there is some charging in there. So let me just give this a try. I do have my charging cable, so I'll stick it. I'll put it into one of the ones that our output is 2.1 watts, and let's see how well it does the charging. So it says charging. It doesn't say turbocharging like the other one, but it does do the it does charge. Probably faster than anything else that's out there. It's very nice looking, white and orange, and it's a bit on the heavy, so the battery's kind of on the heavy side. Input is a micro USB for charging. I don't think it comes with a power adapter. I wonder if it does. Oh, it comes with instructions. Come on. So it's just a USB based charging. Maybe I'll just power it off a laptop, or you know, that's how they work. it doesn't come with a charger, so it's kind of difficult to. Well, it's charging, but I don't know how long it's going to take for it to charge. Powering off a laptop, and if we use any other charger, I'm not sure how long it's going to take. But that's a micro USB. I wish it was a micro C. Then I could use it. Then I could actually use my Motorola to charge it. But it's a micro USB for charging, and these are all USB. And as you can see, the two output ones are 2.1 amps, and the center one is 1.0 amp. So you could put like a Bluetooth headset charging out of here, and your iPhone or Moto Z charging out of there. So I didn't see it say charging when I plugged it in the second time. I wonder why. Let's try that again. Okay, now it says charging. I think it was at 84% before, and it's still at 84% now. I don't see it charging any faster than my charger. So let's see. I was expecting it to go up, but it hasn't. Maybe if it's quiet it would charge if I don't turn on the display. Well, good opportunity to go through the instructions, I guess. Safety, blah blah blah. Size, charge time 6 hours. So I guess it takes 6 hours to charge the lithium-ion battery that's inside. I think it's a lithium polymer. Input DC up to 5.5 volts. Output is 4.7 to 4.7 volts to 5.25 volts when there's no load. Output current is 4. I don't know why it says output 4.2. I guess if you just put one in, it's 4.2. Okay, it's gone up to 85. So it is making a difference. Plug the micro USB cable to Glory P1. I guess it's called a Glory P1. Insert the remaining anode USB to into an AC adapter connected to the wall socket or a charging computer USB port. Battery automatically start charging. 4 lights greater than 95%. 3 lights. 4th light blinking. So I guess it's. Am I charging? I'm not charging, so I'm at 75%. 1-year warranty, and that's it. Rest in different language. Pretty straightforward with this Lumsing. And I got it from Amazon. 10,000 amp hours. It shut off. Why the hell did it shut off when it's charging? I don't get it. Well, it's charging. I don't know why it shut off. The model is kind of the same lighting. Turn on, and it's fully charged. But what's good about the Motorola is I could plug in. It comes with a cable. I don't need another cable, and it charges via USB. But I could just take this and connect it over here, as I've done in the past, and eye on it. It says charging. and it blinks when it's charging or when it's discharged. This one didn't blink. But this does take a long time to charge. So there you have it. The Lumsing probably works best for an iPhone or a Samsung. The Lumsing works, yeah. Let me go back to this one. I don't know why it shuts off. Probably wasn't charging anything, so that's probably why it shut off. Okay, it automatically detects the load until it's charging. This is just cute though, the Motorola one. Good for headphones. Maybe you know, not a smartphone like the iPhone, or maybe an iPhone 5. It's good at it's good for. But an iPhone 6, which consumes more power, an iPhone 7, which consumes more power, or the Motorola, or even the Google Pixel, sorry, not Plex, consume a lot of power. So you need something that gives out more amps, like this Lumsing versus this Motorola. Thanks for watching.